Hey people, Voice talking to you. Today, we're going to be taking a quick look at a little game called Outpost. Now, this is a survival roguelike tower defense type game that I found in Steam's Endless Replayability Fest. So I wanted to take a quick look at it and tell you my thoughts on the game. Before we begin, of course, there is a link to the game down in the description, and you should note that this game is absolutely free, so make sure to check that out if this game seems interesting to you. Of course, you can also find a link to my Twitch stream down there where you can come and watch me live. I stream pretty much every day of the week, and you can see me playing these games live before the video comes out. So if you'd like to see the VOD of Outpost, it should still be up on Twitch at the time this video releases. So, what is Outpost? Well, first and foremost, the game just sort of throws you into this forest with this shrine at your back and doesn't tell you anything, including the controls. Fortunately, the controls aren't all that complicated, so pretty much everybody should be able to figure it out after a little while, but maybe just like a quick, here's how you move, here's how you shoot kind of thing would be beneficial. Now, the ultimate goal of Outpost is very, very simple. You start out with this fancy, schmancy, shiny shrine at your back, and you are supposed to defend it from the hordes of woodland creatures that are trying to destroy it. I don't really know why. Hordes of raccoons are swarming my camp trying to destroy this shiny crystal in the middle, but our goal is to protect it from them. Now, in order to do that, we're going to need defenses, but to make defenses, we'll need resources. And this is where the survival aspect of this game comes in. Every day, your character gets a certain amount of energy. Some buildings that you can create will increase that amount of energy, and each energy used will allow you to chop down a tree, or mine a rock, or use a runestone, or open a chest scattered around the map. Now, managing how you spend your energy every day and the income of different resources is the major strategy point of the game. You use these resources to build up your base, to increase the amount of energy you get each day, to improve your tools so you get more resources and so you can harvest resources faster, and to ultimately create defenses and upgrades for those defenses. And our little pixel person is either some sort of dark wizard or a super genius beyond the magnitude of humankind, because they can effectively turn logs, sticks, and rocks into functional automated turrets that can kill enemies as they approach your shrine. In addition to the waves of normal enemies, you will also find every 5 days a boss enemy that will spawn to come and vibe check your base with his extremely large health bar. While there isn't a huge variety of different enemies in the game, there are some that will spawn with unique traits. For example, some will have the ability to regenerate health after they take damage. Others will have armor, which will reduce the amount of damage they take from your defenses. Now, everything I've described thus far is pretty standard tower defense stuff, so you're probably wondering what it is that makes this game unique. Well, the answer is not that much. That being said, there are a couple of key differences that make this game worth checking out, even if it might turn out to be a bit of the same. First and foremost, it's completely free. So if you download this game and decide you'd be better off playing balloons or something, you haven't lost a thing. Secondly, there are differences in the map. So not only is the map somewhat randomized each time, though that doesn't matter immensely because there's not a whole lot of secrets to be found, but there are runestones hidden around that can give the player run-wide buffs, and there are even bonuses the player can take advantage of based on what season it is. For example, in the winter, the player can search around the map to find pieces to snowmen to get free turrets. Whereas in the spring, the player can get resources back if they build their structures next to special flowers. There's also special gear that the player can unlock as they complete runs, which can modify their shrines, their own abilities, and the abilities of their defenses, as well as hundreds and hundreds of talents and new buildings and weapons and upgrades to unlock with experience over time. So, to conclude, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I only played this game for a couple of hours. Now, I'm not the type who usually gets super drawn into these repetitive roguelite tower defense type games, but if you are that kind of player, this might be something that really appeals to you. There's a lot of charm to be found here, it's just not super unique. Granted, it's free, so if you're looking for something to kill some time, this could be exactly what you're looking for. But to me, it kind of just feels like a mobile game. Outpost definitely isn't anything we haven't seen before, but it's a fun mishmash of ideas with a cool concept, and it's definitely worth a try, especially since it won't cost you anything. But those are my first impressions, and that'll do it for me. I'm the voice in your head. Thanks so much for listening, and you'll be hearing from me again real soon.